Well, good evening, everybody. Just gonna take a second to get logged on here and share. Hopefully the internet cooperates with us tonight. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, let's see. Gonna go ahead and share. While I'm getting everything up and running, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody have a good Father's Day? Any big plans for the upcoming weekend? Okay, so I want to welcome everybody to Crafts a Latte tonight. My name is Terry, and I'm very happy to have you with us tonight. I am very excited to show you this beautiful, beautiful suite. I have to be honest, I didn't know if I was going to make it tonight because I got surprised, and my daughter, who is a flight attendant, is flying into Denver as we speak, and so I'm excited to be able to see her. So I'm going to be giving you some sneak peeks of some things that I've got brewing for my club, and so you'll get to see that tonight. So if you have not subscribed to my email where my newsletter is sent out that has all of my upcoming events, please private message me, or on the main Crafts a Latte page on the left hand side there is a toolbar where it says to join my newsletter, and that is where I will be posting all my upcoming classes. I'm getting pretty busy, so this is one in particular that I will be doing. So you'll be seeing again some sneak peeks of what we're going to be doing. That will also be a kit class to go. So how that works is I have 3 different options. You can purchase the die cut and the stamp set, or you can just purchase the kit, or you can also purchase the PDF. The PDF is instructions, all the measurements, all the supplies, everything that you need to make the cards that are in the kits. It is Stampin' Up's policy that we are not allowed to stamp. So I will be giving you everything that you need to do what's called the make and takes, or for a lack of better words, if you're not familiar with stamping, make and takes are the actual card projects. And like I said, at the last minute, my daughter is coming in, so I didn't get all 3 projects done the way I would like, but you'll be able to at least see a sneak peek. Well, good evening, Michelle. Hi, Kimmy. Thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here. So I am excited to show you how very, very easy this set is. So in the catalog, right here, it shows you everything that is in this Peony suite. Okay, so what does a suite mean? A suite means that you can put in one code and you get everything listed. Suites can be pricey, but they have absolutely everything that you need that's coordinated. Your paper's going to match, your ribbon's going to match, your ink is going to match, everything color coordinates. Your ribbon. So, oops, lost my joy ring. Sorry about that. So anyway, the catalog is a great, great, great tool. Even if you have never stamped before. Okay, I've got a something in the side there. I'm going to move this just a little bit and see what that bar is there. I'm going to keep going, but there's something in the light here that I can't figure out what that is. So maybe if I tilt it a little bit. Sorry about that. So anyway, instead of putting each item in individually, down here are all your individual items. You would put in this suite collection code, and you only have to do one time. Okay? I don't understand what is going on with my, maybe it needs to go this way. I apologize. Give me just a second to figure out why there we go, that's better. Apologize for that. Good evening, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. So here I was saying that the catalog is an absolute amazing tool because you have ideas right in front of you. And so this is the designer series paper, and it's beautiful. It's front and back, so it's reversible. Then you've got your color coordinated stamps and such that go with it. Okay? So what then that means as well is if you turn the page, then we have, and you have to remember my computer is lagged, so it's slower, so I can't necessarily see what's on the screen until a little bit later. So I'm trying to get our positioning here just right. So this is the stamp set that goes with it, and I am just I have to be honest, I am absolutely obsessed with this. This is the stamp set. We're going to show you some different ways where you don't have to actually use the die cut to put the flower together. You could simply just use the stamping and how pretty it turns out as well. So the stamp set goes along with what's called die cuts. So these are the Peony die cuts. There are actually 17 dies in this set. So it's an amazing set. Don't let this overwhelm you because again, I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to put it together. So 17 dies, plus this has a border die cut that I have been using a lot. So just because this set says the Peony, you can use it on other stamp sets, other die cuts, other sentiments. So these can be used over and over. Okay, so what does all of this mean? This is what's called a bundle. A stamp set and either a die cut set or a punch is called a bundle. When you purchase the bundle together, you get 10% off. Best time to get them is 10% off, and you have to make sure that where it says bundle, you put that code in order to get the 10% off. I've learned the hard way that you got to make sure you put the code in, okay? So, another great thing I want to mention off the bat is we are having a huge special right now just until the 30th. That if you want to join my team, even if you want to do it to get the discount, a hobbyist, a lot of people do, and I love you for being a part of my team and doing that. But believe it or not, it's only $99 to join, and normally you get $125 worth of product. Plus, you get free shipping, you get 20% off, even your first time ordering. You also get your first box of Paper Pumpkin subscription, which is a prize in itself. It's a monthly subscription with everything you need to make all kinds of projects in one box. You can go back and hit replay on some of my past Paper Pumpkin videos to see that. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention right now is if you join my team until the 30th, you can pick any bundle in the catalog for absolutely free. So if you have got a wish list and you want to save some money, again, you can do it just as a hobbyist, and I would be happy to have you join us. We have a lot of fun. So, how do we make this pretty little flower? Well, oh, thank you, Deborah, for commenting that I have awesome videos. I appreciate that. That's what keeps me going and why I do this. And actually on Saturday, for those of you who are local, believe it or not, I'm going to be in an outdoor craft show. So stick around for the details on that, okay? So this is how easy this is. So I'm going to leave this here because I'm going to show you some projects that I've been working on today and how easy and beautiful and fast this set is. So this is the one that we're going to kind of make tonight, but I switched it up so you can get a variety of how to do some different things, okay? So this one says, love and thanks to a dear friend, and I want to try to show you the dimensional of how layered it is. Whoops. You're in the screen. Okay. And it still lays flat, but it looks so in depth, okay? And you can pull them up to make them look thicker, however you want to do it. So I'm going to show you some techniques that I did on this particular set, or this particular card. But tonight I decided at the last minute that I want to make a white one to show you how versatile and different it's going to look. Okay, so I'm going to put that over there because we're going to make a white one. So I, of course, then had to change the background. This one I did simply by stamping. This is no die cutting. This took me not even probably 5 minutes to make. I made it at the last minute for a challenge that I was just asked to be in. So I just literally made this, and I took our blender pens, which I don't have the colors that I used right in front of me, but to give you an idea, these are our blender pens. Love, love, love the blender pens. And I simply colored the flower after I stamped it in a light and a dark petal pink. And then I took Pear Pizzazz and did just a little bit of shading as well. Okay. Then I added some dimensionals some embellishments, and that was so easy. But look at how very pretty it is if you did not have the die set. So that's one just with stamping. Then we have one that's a little bit of a variety where I have stamping, die cutting, embossing, because I wanted to show you everything that was in the suite. Okay, so let's go back to the suite. You have the stamp set, you have the die cut set, okay? Then you have the embossing folder, which any of you that watch me all the time know I love my embossing folders. So this is how I got that raised look on this sheet here. I don't know if you can see, it's going to get blurry just for a second so that I can bring it up to you and show you that this is what's called the embossing, okay? And that is this one. This one is called Dainty Diamonds, okay? So that is in the suite, okay? Then we have this gorgeous ribbon, and it is called, to be specific, this one is called Gray Granite, and it's got a lovely texture to it, okay? And again, I just did some embossing, and then I took that border punch, this one right here, this border die, just did a little bit of cutting there, and then you open, and I did a punch at the end there, okay? And then you open it up, and I did just the stamping. So look at how easy that is just by using stamps and punches on this one, okay? Then we have, these ones are not finished, but I wanted to show you what you can do. Again, these aren't finished. I was just trying to give you some ideas. So embossing means it gives texture. Yes, it raises it up. And that's dry embossing. The wet embossing is where we use the heat tool. Good question, Michelle. Thank you. This one, what I did is I took our sponging, and there's two different ways we're going to show you how to do the sponging tonight. I have my sponges. Okay, I just started using them this way and labeling them. And so we're going to use both these sponge daubers that is Stampin' Up, but I'm going to be honest, these are some cheap makeup brushes that I got, and I needed a bigger surface to show you how I colored this little doily. And you can't really see it right now, but you'll be able to see it here in just a second. Okay, so with that being said, that's the card. So everything that you see here, and then we also have the beautiful, elegant, faceted gems. Okay, so again, you get all of this suite, and it's one code, okay? And so, and these doilies, okay? So the doilies we'll be using tonight, they are square vellum doilies, and you get 24 in a pack, and they look like this. So they start off white, but I'm going to show you what it looks like to use it white against the gray. And on this card here, I went over it with my Petal Pink ink and colored it pink to just give it a little bit more added look. Okay, so there you have it. Let's get going so that we can show you again how quick it is. And so let me put all my tools away, clean up a little bit. So step by step, we're going to show you. Let me move the ribbon. Make sure you keep your area clean, right? And move this over here. So when you are stamping, you want to make sure that you have something underneath so you don't get your table all messed up, right? So I've got my scrap to stamp on. So I said that I wanted to use white, and then we're going to shade it with some pink. Okay, so I have my big one, which I'm going to take these out, and you are only going to be using 4 of the big ones. So here, I think it'll be easier to show you that this is this die cut, okay, which gives me that one. And then the next level down is this one, and that cuts out like that. Then your third one is this one right here, and then your fourth one is right here. That is all you need. You run it through the die cut machine, which we're getting our new machine. Yay! Our die cut machine you can get as a demonstrator on August 1st, and just the large one because we have 2 coming out. And then to all of my customers, you get to have it September 3rd. Okay. So another perk of joining early and getting that free bundle is you could get the die cutting machine before everybody else. Okay. Then you have the leaves. So the leaves are cut like so. Okay. And then you've got this one. Okay. And then you've got another big one. Okay. And then you've got the solid pieces. So these are layered. Okay. So these 2 go together. This one will go on top of this one. Then you've got your little inside piece, which is going to be this one. Okay. I've done it black and yellow. And then now we've got this one. Okay. So this is how it works. That's all you have to cut out to get this beautiful look right here. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all my dies so that I don't lose them. And we're going to show you how to easy it is to put it together. Okay. So let me put these back on here, put them in its sleeve so that nothing gets lost, because like I said, there's 17 dies to this one. The ones that I did not show you are the ones that if you wanted to stamp this image and then use the die cut to cut it out, that's what those other ones are for, is all the other different stamping and different things. Okay. So all you need is 1, 2, I cut extras because I've got a bunch of orders I'm trying to fill before my last minute craft show on Saturday. And there's my 4. Then I'm going to be doing some shading with the big guys here. Okay. And I tried figuring out if I like the shading or if I don't, but we'll play with it and see what we think. So that's all we need to put it together. These are extras. I'm going to put these in here. Okay, so how do we put it together? There's a couple of different ways. You can leave it white, but before I stamp it, I'm going to show you again how we're going to do this. They literally just go inside of each other. This one goes inside this one goes inside this one, and this one goes inside this one. So I find it best to work from the bottom. I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then we'll go to our stamping to give it some shading. I feel it's easiest to come in from the bottom, then you turn it over, and you are literally just matching up those lines, and that is it. That's all you're going to be doing. Again, come in from the bottom, bring it up, turn it over, line it up again. Okay, same thing here, come up from the bottom. Okay, I'm showing you before I glue it to show you, and that's all you do. And then you just have all of these back pieces match up. So you could leave it like this and not do any shading, and it's still beautiful, especially when you put it against the colored paper, or we've got the gray here. Look at how so pretty that is. Okay, so what do you guys think? Pretty easy, right? Don't forget that if you like, comment, or share, you will be put into the drawing to win some of these cards tonight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this back out, and we're going to do some shading on it. Okay, and you can put as little or as much shading on it as you want. So the reason I'm just showing you one card tonight is it's Terry's tips and techniques and tricks, or however you want to call it. So what I did, and I found it easier, the larger brush, this isn't Stampin' Up's, but again, it's a great way to do lots of shading. I didn't like this one as much until I was coloring the doily. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here so that maybe you can still see it. So I took my dauber, and we're going to start with the Petal Pink. Okay, we're going to be using Petal Pink and Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so people have been asking, how do I open up the stamp? There's a couple of different ways you can do it. There's a groove right here that you literally just lift it up and you put it like that. Okay, so that's the first one. And then we've got the Petal Pink. You can also, if you push real hard, it'll pop up. I can never seem to get that to work because I don't have a strong left hand. So you can just do it this way as well. Then, when you get your stamps, you get these stickies in the back. Okay, one is peeled off for the front to label it right here. And then the other one, which I have not done on these because I just honestly figured out that that's what it's for. You put one right here, and then that way, like let's say we had 3 different shades of pink. Right here, it's labeled. So these are ones that I need to actually come in and make sure that I do. So let's go ahead and get started. How I like to do my shading is you dab, and don't just take it directly on to a stamped image, because look, it leaves a circle. Do you see that? So what I like to do is I dab it, and then I kind of let it smoothly come in, okay? And some of it's going to be covered, remember, because it's going inside of each other. So you don't need much, and we'll see how much we like, if we like more or less. So again, you just kind of start, and then you come in, and then that's how you avoid getting that circle. Again, I'm going to start and come in, turn it around. Again, start on your scrap so that you don't get that, okay? And sometimes I find that I might do too much, but it's fine because some of it's going to be covered up anyway, okay? And so my sister, who is a painter and does all kinds of beautiful projects, she says sometimes less is more. So when we put them together, we can come back and see if we want more. We can't take it away. So I may have gone a little too strong on some of these, but we'll see once we put it together, okay? Let's go ahead and do some Pear Pizzazz, the same thing on the leaves, okay? And I don't like to do too much. You're just giving it an aged look, okay? Just a little bit of an edge look. And again, you're coming in from the side so it doesn't look like it's pushed together there, okay? So that's all we're doing there. And that is all I'm going to do for this part of the stamping, okay? Close them up so you don't make a mess. And let's put our flower together, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put my daubers away because I'm done. One thing that I like to do is try to keep as organized as I can. Okay, so again, we're just putting them inside of each other. There's a couple of ways that you can do it. I'm going to show you a fun little way to do it with the glue dots. You can use any kind of adhesive you want, but I love glue dots, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can do it with using just a little dot, okay? And I'm going to put a dot, hopefully you can see all this. I'm going to put a dot here, okay? Oh, wait. I almost messed up. So, if you ever have any doubts of which is the top and which is the bottom, that's why you, I want to make sure I'm getting your comments. Let me know if you're still with me. To make sure that you know if it's the top or the bottom, just line up the bottoms like I showed you of how we're going to be coming in from the back, okay? So we want one there, okay? And of course I bumped it, so that one's not going to work. So I might find that I actually like the adhesive better, but I wanted to try the glue dots, and I'm going to show you why. Because when I used the adhesive, it glued too much of the flat down. I know you do, Amanda. That's why I wanted to make sure that you knew I was going live tonight. You'll have to stick around, and I'm going to re-show the cards. Let me put them up here, actually, that were going to be part of my club. So that's fun. Okay, so then we've got one here. And I'm going to put a couple. And I don't know if I'm honestly liking the glue dots or not. I can already tell. I'm going to wait on that one. Okay, so we're going to put that there. So again, my favorite set, Such Pretty Paper. Yes, wait till you see it in person. Because Deborah, you just became my team member, and you got all kinds of stuff coming. So that's exciting. So thank you again for joining my team and taking advantage of the special we're having right now. So you got almost $200 worth of free stuff just for joining. Thank you. Wow, looks beautiful. Very custom. Thank you. So again, we're coming in from the bottom, turning it over, and just lining up. It's like a puzzle. It makes it so easy. And then again, coming in from the bottom, coming in. Okay, this one I actually found that it might be easier to come in through the top, yeah. But look at how pretty, and we're not even done yet. A lot easier with that tool, yes, for sure. Okay, so there we have it. Actually, what am I? Oh yeah, it's because I colored it a little bit differently than I normally do. So again, I'm just lining it up right on the lines there. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Then we're going to take another glue dot. Okay. I love the white. And you just put a little glue dot on this little fun guy. Put him right in the middle. And there you have it. There is your Peony. Has anyone told you you are a great speaker? Oh my goodness. Hi, Jakey. Amanda, you could not have given me a bigger compliment. That blesses my heart so much. Thank you. I feel like I'm a little rattled tonight because I get to go see my daughter. And she's flying in, so we get to go to downtown Denver tonight. So then what I'm doing, if you can see, is I'm popping it up a little bit with my tool, okay? And giving it a little bit more dimension. So you can give it or as little or as much as you want. And there we have it. That is our beautiful flower. Now let's do the leaves. So for the leaves, there's again another trick that I'm going to show you so you don't get glue everywhere, because look at how small of a little piece this is. You're thinking, how in the world am I supposed to glue that down? Amanda, yes, I will tell you what the plan is. She's flying in right now, and then she is doing an all-nighter back. So we're going to be in Denver at the Crown Plaza downtown, and you should come down to Denver tomorrow and come play with us at the 16th Street Mall. So we're turning these over. Okay. And see this little dabber? If you follow me, you've seen that I've been doing this a lot. Okay. Whoops. I turned these over too soon. And putting this layer just like that. Boom. It's done. And again, it just gives it a little bit extra dimension. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Boom, that's done. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to dab it a little bit. Jake, you're moving back on the 1st. You can start coming to my classes when they come back active, but we're doing online classes right now and kits to go. All right, so that is literally all we do. Then I'm going to take my glue dots and put a glue dot there. Actually, do I want to pop this? And I'm actually not going to put the glue dots on there yet because this is literally Actually, yes, I am. Because then that way we will know where to place it on the card. So this one goes in the front. Okay, so it goes directly on the leaf on the front because it's going to go underneath. Okay. Just one more on this little guy. Okay. And we literally are just going to build. Yes, I'm looking forward to being there live next week. Well, we're excited. Good evening, flower child. So you can just kind of play around where you want your leaves. Okay. You can put two big ones over here, or you can put it over here. And I actually think on this one, because on this one, I put two over there. So I think I'm going to actually add a little bit more dimension over here, and then put this one underneath like this. So I have found that it's easier, actually I think I want to have a little bit more showing up there, to put your flower together, okay, and then do your card. So that is all done. Okay, now what we're going to do is just put the card together. And remember, don't worry about measurements tonight. I have it on my PDF for you to find on my site. Again, if you have not signed up for my newsletter, make sure you do that because there's a lot of things coming up as well. And that's where I usually have my measurements. You get a free PDF every week. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this back up here. Now we got our pretty white flower. And let's build our card. Okay, standard card base. Okay, let's do the inside first. So what I did here is you've got your standard 5 1/4. Okay, something is ringing over here. Just a second. 5 1/4 by 4 is your base. Remember, we don't glue it down until we have stamped it or whatever we're doing. So what I'm doing is this one here. I am going to bring back my scratch paper. I think that for this one, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. This one I said, love and thanks to a dear friend. This one says, your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. I think that I am going to put, unfortunately, I've been making a lot of sympathy. Oh, hi, Carol. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and do this one with the friendship on the outside on this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our standard 5 1/4 by 4, and I am going to use the pink ink, the Petal pink. Okay, I'm going to stamp it first before I glue down my borders in case I make a mistake. I mean, let's face it, everyone knows I'm not perfect, and that would be very boring if I were. And actually, I want this one on the outside. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul. And then I'm going to put the thank you. So what I did with this one is, again, I ran it through the die, that border die. This is going to be going on the inside. This one's going on the outside. So this one I'm going to do in pink. So I'm going to reverse it. So I want gray on the outside. So your friendship, you got to have your chamois. I would be lost without my chamois. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the gray granite and do the outside one first. Okay, oopsie daisy. And I'm just going to do this somewhat at the bottom so that the flower can go there. Okay. So I'm happy with that. That's going to go over there. Okay. So I'm going to wash my stamp. Okay. And then on the inside, we are going to use the one that says love and thanks to a dear friend. And that one I'm going to do in the Petal pink. And I'm just going to center it. Okay. Do I like the look of that? No. So I flip it over. Okay. It was too much of an angle. So I'm just going to make sure I'm centered, show you how easy it is to flip it over if you need to. See how much better that looks? Okay, so let's close our stamps. We are done with stamping. Okay, you always want to make sure you keep your area clean. And so let's go ahead and wash this one as well. Okay, put that away. and put the stamps away, put these away. And so now I am ready to go ahead and put my flower on here. And I wonder if I would have liked to do the pink better. I'll have to think about that. So on the inside, the border die has a little groove here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going too fast. Sorry about that. So we are going to glue this piece. There's a line, if you can see it. I don't know if I can come up and not have it be blurry, but there's a line that I'm going to glue this to. Going to be using our new Stampin Seal. It replaced the snail, and I'm just going to come down, and it takes talent. Boy, I tell you. I haven't gotten used to this one yet. Let's try it again. Come on, little buddy. Let's see. Well, let's use this one. Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I guess I need to replace them because they are probably empty. So I'm just going to go like this. And again, I'm just going to attach it to this line. Okay. Like so. Okay. And then I'm going to put that then on the bottom of the inside of the card. Okay. Just like so. Because I personally do not like to leave the inside bare. So I just think that that adds a little bit of dimension. And that looks good. So then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay. And what I do like about the liquid glue is it enables you to move it around so that it's straight. Okay. So that's the inside of our card, and I just bumped it with my rings. So then what I did is to show you the DSP, which stands for Designer Series Paper. And again, it's reversible, and look at this marbly look. I hate to cover that up, but we're going to. Okay, so what we're going to do is attach a 1-inch border. Okay, and I'm just going to put the glue along here and attach my flower print up just like so. Again, I'm just gluing it. There is a line for you to make sure that you stay straight. Okay. Then I'm going to glue down this pink Designer Series paper. Okay. So you've kind of gotten to see a little bit of variety. Coloring on the Designer Series paper, okay? And so you've seen stamping and then using the blends, okay? So there we have that. Just make sure it's flat. Boy, I've got glue everywhere. Then I'm going to come in and put my border down, okay? Well, I'm glad everyone's liking it. Don't forget that if you like, comment, or share, you go into the drawing to win this beautiful card. And be on the lookout for my club this month, where you'll be making 6 cards, or possibly even 8, 2 of each design. So that's the front of the card so far. Okay. Then what we're going to do is I've got the little doily. And since I did switch it up, I'm not going to do pink. So all I did was I colored it, and I can show you how I did it when we're done preparing this card. So I'm going to just take a little glue dot because it's going to be covered. And I think I'm actually going to put this one square. Let's see how. And then put this down here. Yep, I like that. So what we're going to do is put a glue dot Okay, take my pick tool, which you all know I absolutely love, and I'm just going to put it right in the center so that it sticks. Sometimes things are easier said than done, right? So I'm just going to put that kind of right in the center, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop these up with dimensionals. Okay, so let's just put one in each corner. Okay, take the pick tool and pop the stickies off. Whoops, that one already did. Come on, guy. And I've been notorious for throwing these little guys and finding it to be much better to grab them and throw them away because otherwise they get all over the floor. Can't wait to get that tool. Take your pick tool, Deborah. Yes. You will love it. Okay. So we're going to, actually that moved on me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put, since this will be covered, I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue on that. Okay, and then I'm going to put this about like so. Okay, make sure that that's straight, which it is, and I kind of like that that's lifted a little bit. Then, dun, 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 let's lift our flower. And this looks like you've spent hours on this beautiful card, doesn't it? And somebody would very much appreciate getting this card in the mail. Do not forget that if there's not a sentiment on this set, you can use any of the sentiments that you have. Let's say you have somebody with an anniversary coming up, or you've got, you just want to send a happy birthday, a thinking of you. Okay, I'm actually going to put a glue dot right there. Then you can switch it out to any of the sentiments. You don't have to use the one that is on the actual set. So, what do you think? I absolutely love how that turned out. So let me get some things put away and show you again some of the other ones that we've done that you need to be on the lookout for. And I was also going to show you how I stamped that doily because it is tricks and tips tonight. Okay, so which one do you like better? Do you like the pink, the petal pink? Or do you like the white with the shading of the petal pink? So you'll have to vote. The left or the right? Do you like the white peony or the petal pink peony better? So you'll have to let me know. Okay? So, one last thing. We're going to take the doily and show you. Amanda, I don't think you saw this. This one was just a different style where I didn't use the actual peony cut out on that one. And then let's see, let's get the doily and show you how I colored the doily. So what that means, you like the right one, so you like the white. Yeah, awesome. So let me show you how you did the doily because I'm going to be doing one in blue. Mickey likes both, so let me show you how easy it is. And then I had a stamp that was done that I did as a border, but I don't know what I did with it. So I'm going to show you. I'll show you on here what it, you can kind of tell on here. It gave me the idea. I don't know what I did with it, but I was doing shading and then I was like, wait a minute, that's even a pretty design. So what I'm going to show you is, I don't want to take the time to cut it out, but when you do the shading and color your doily, it can also make a design to be used on something else. So I'm going to leave it half and half so that circle is on there. Then I took some tape, okay, just taped it down to hold it for just a second. Okay, my hands are so dirty. And then I took the petal pink, and actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to show you with a darker color so you can see what I'm doing with background stamp that I want to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Melon Mambo so that you can see the full effect of what I'm doing. So I'm just going to make sure that this is clean. And so this is all of my pinks that I use. Okay, so that's clear. So I literally just stamped it. Okay, kind of get an idea what it's going to look like. So then you stamp it. And remember, you don't go directly on or you're going to have marks. So you shade in. Okay. Again, you shade in. You don't go down. Otherwise, that's what will happen. So you slowly bring it in. Okay. Again, you don't want to, you are bringing it in. Okay. And you'll get to see that you're doing two things at once here. But now I need to remove my tape and finish doing that square. Okay, so now that I've done this side, I can hold it. And there we have it. You have your doily now that is Melon Mambo. Okay, and then you also have a pretty design. So you could even do it on a reverse like that. But you've just accomplished two different things that did not come that way. So I love being able to do different shading, different coloring. So what do you guys think of that little technique? Pretty fun, huh? And you could even do it on the outside, all kinds of fun stuff. So I just want to say thanks a lot for joining me tonight. Make sure to comment, like, or share. Make sure that if you have not signed up for my newsletter to please do so, because I've got some very fun and exciting things coming up. Again, if you joined me after I mentioned this, if you like this die cut and this stamp set and you want to be taught from me or whatever, you can get this absolutely for free just by joining my team for $99. You get over $125 of product plus free shipping, 20% off, free paper pumpkin box for the first month, and advantages of getting all the new stuff. Typically a month in advance, we get to see the new product before everybody. We get to order before everybody on pre-orders. And so even if you want to do it as a demoist and just get stuff at discount, I love my team. And they just do it for the discount, and we still get to have fun. So private message me and let me know if you're interested, and you can get this beautiful set for free. I hope to see you again on Thursday or Friday. I will not be on live Saturday for Coffee and a Card because I am doing a craft show here in Loveland. I will be posting the details because it's at a vendor who is in a lot of the craft shows, but obviously we can't do craft shows right now, so she's doing it outside. There'll be food to purchase, some fun vendors, so be on the lookout. I'll be posting the details on that. So I just want to say thank you again so much for joining me, and you all be blessed, and I will see you next time.